Hi guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today we're going to be learning how to build this very simple kind of water powered sawmill in a way, and it's kind of been styled off Skyrim. That's where I've kind of taken my main inspiration from. This was the one that I actually had in Dale. It's directly kind of come from that. I'm going to be building a slightly bigger one, but I'll show you how to actually kind of do the kind of styling on this one. It's quite easy. I'm just going to add an extra section of mine. That's all I'm going to do differently. Um, but of course this water wheel as well, I'll show you how to do a bigger one, though I'll be using the smaller one in the tutorial. So let's just have a quick look at the actual build and what you're going to be expecting. I've literally just ripped this straight out of my world and put it into here. So I've got the kind of simple ramp going up, a couple of these logs that are ready. One thing that I noticed after building it is how do I get these logs to actually come into this part to get cut, and it would be a pain in the ass, which is why I'm going to show you guys how to make a little bit of an extension onto it. It's got the lighting built into the roof as well, which is quite nice with these glowstone, and it's all evenly spaced. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty easy and hopefully quite a quick tutorial on how to do this. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be doing is building the water wheel. So I've got my one, 2 blocks underneath the water. So you've got just 2 blocks here, like that. That's kind of where I recommend doing it for this small one at least. This one here is going to be 2 blocks under, so you've got those down there. But you can kind of decide what to do with your own. Really, it's kind of, you don't have to do it 2 blocks. You could have it higher or you could have it lower. Just, I find this looks better when you've got this actual log coming out like this. If it's really kind of close to the actual floor. So the way that you actually do this kind of circuit thing, I'll show you on the ground first. But you basically just place down a block of any of your log. Then you just have an upside down stair on each side of it. On the inside you have a normal side stair like this, then an upside down stair, then you have a block, so you can kind of see how it is starting to go. And you got a normal stair, then an upside down stair, then normal stair like this, and then you've also got your stair like that. So it's basically 2 of those, and that's kind of how you make the wheel. So it's just a block, stair, stair, block, stair, stair on the outside, and you just kind of smooth it out, because normally it would just look like this. So if you're looking at it from a Minecraft circle perspective, it's a diameter 5, because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 there. And then all you have to do is just put these in here, and it makes it look a lot more circular like that. And here I have a kind of bigger style one. As you can see, it starts to lose its circularness. It becomes more of a kind of diagonal square. But this one, if I take out these inside ones, you can always see the actual Minecraft circle I'm using here. You can see that I'm using a diameter 7 because I got 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, and that goes around like that. So you can also use a kind of bigger circle or any of the circles to work with this. With this kind of sized one, it's probably better to use the one that I showed you guys earlier. So what I'm going to do quickly is I'm just going to find a nice spot to actually build it. And if we just go into the water, I'm just going to place down a block here and block here. And I have upside down stairs. This is where it kind of gets tricky whenever you're doing underwater stuff. Then upside down stairs on the other side. And then right way up here, right way up here. Same on the other side. You get your upside downs here. Like this. And then we're going to have a block on each of these ones. And these ones here. And then you get your upside downs. And then your normal like that, and then just a block to finish it off. So that gives you the kind of basic wheel. Now what I actually advise doing is finding the middle of it and grabbing a log, whatever type of log you're going to be using. I used on that one, I used oak wood. I'm going to be doing a slightly different style with mine just to show off another style of how to actually do this. But grab whatever type of log and just put a button on it, just going through here, and then grab your fence. And just on each of these kind of corner pieces, just put in your fence. And the same on the other kind of part of the wheel here, like that. And then what I did is I used cauldrons and also water. So depending on the direction your water is actually flowing, of course the actual wheel will get pushed this way. So you kind of want these ones to be full, and then this one will be empty as the water's actually dropped out of it. So what you need to do is grab your cauldrons, and you can just put in a couple of them. This is where I put mine in. Let's put one down here, I think, down the bottom somewhere. but I won't bother with that for this tutorial, and I just fill a couple of them with water, like that. Okay, and then the next thing you want to do is just here, I'm just going to add in, actually I'm going to move that one back again, actually, put that one in here, and place down either a cobblestone block or stone brick slot, kind of block, it's up to you. This is going to be 5 wide, so just kind of make it evenly spaced like this. Then in front of it, place down whatever main log you got and go up by 3, so you got 1, 2, 3, and actually got up by 4 in total. Then come across by 5, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just create your beams like that. And then we can actually fill in the rest of this wall like this. That actual piece you could actually, if you wanted to kind of tie it up properly, just bring it through the wall like this. Grab your stone stairs or stone brick stairs and just put them upside down on this part like that. I'm actually just going to throw away that piece of water. Another thing you can do with this, which looks really good, is grab some sort of even mossy stone or your mossy stone brick and things like that, and actually just replace a couple of blocks. And I don't know why I placed that one, but that will give it a little bit more detail already, really quickly. And since this is where your saw blade is going to be, you have to kind of decide how we're going to, which direction we're going to have the logs going, and where they're going to come in from. If you're doing this one, it's just got 2 sections, as you can see. So it's just got a 5 here. It goes across by 3. I'm going to be making a 3-section one. So then what we're going to do is, on this side, I'm going to do the same thing where it falls off on this side. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it goes up. Then we're going to go across by 3. So you got 1, 2, and 3. You go up again, and go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go up. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go up. I can actually place them right, and then this is where I'm going to add an extra section. So you got 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, and then your 5, and that just gives us a kind of basic thing for the time being. So just these walls that are kind of exposed, if we just fill these in for the time being and do the same style on those. Okay, now you need to decide where your ramp is going to be. So like this one, I had the ramp on this side, because that's where the logs are going to be pulled up to get sawn. Since your blade is going to be where your wheel is, which is going to be here, I'm going to actually have my ramp on this side. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have another section of 3, so you got 1, 2, 3, and then go up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go down by 1 block, 1, 2, and 3, and then do up again. And then you can see here I just had a really steep ramp, so I'm just going to use that. So if we just have here again, 1, 2, 3, go up, and then down, 1, 2, 3. And of course you can make this ramp as big as you kind of need it. If you wanted it to be 2 sections or something like that, that would also work. If we just grab our oak wood planks for the time being, and actually we can start doing the saw blade type thing now. So if we just grab some sort of planks, if I can actually find them, there we go. And what I did for this part here, I actually built a groove with the stairs just on the inside, just going down here. And then it just kind of falls off the end, so I just took out this end piece here and put in these like that, and then on the bottom part of it put in planks to drag this down until it gets right to the end here. And I think for the end here I just went across with wood, or I might have actually brought this log down a bit lower just on the bottom part here. And again you can fill in this bottom part like that and put in your stairs there. So we also could actually cut through to actually get the saw blade, just to find out where it is. So it's just in, if it's directly in line with this, cut down here, and we could actually just bring this up, maybe bring this here, and since it's got cobblestone on the other side, I'm going to bring it there. Just have some sort of blade that comes up like this, so you can put that in there for the time being, just bring it up. And then for this ramp, cut out this section here, bring your kind of planks down here. You've got your slabs, then planks. The reason I've got so many of these solid planks instead of having it gradual is because then you can put your wood down on it. And then what I'll do is I'm just going to have a really steep one for this one. But you guys of course can choose whatever you kind of want. This. So there we go, and then build this. Like that, and if we just grab some fence, there we go, fence, so put this fence on here. And just bring it up to this point because we'll be building the roof for it as well. So just bring it to there. So that gives us this kind of small area, and again, same style that we did with the cobblestone. We can now actually fill in all of these parts down here, and then continue that style. So do that kind of style going around all the bits that you haven't done yet, and we will get on to the next bit. Okay, now we'll build the roof. So what you need to do is go up by 4. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And only these ones are going to go across. Let's build these here. So you got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because I wanted this, when I built this one, I had this kind of, as you can see, this more open roof. You could go across if you wanted to, but I think it actually looks better with the way that we've got it here. And it's kind of separated. Let's keep on building this. Here and across that part there, and then build the kind of basis for the roof just by going up with your logs like this. It's really simple. Like that. Grab your fence again and just go around these outside parts here to make sure that you don't fall into the river and try to destroy your actual the saw. So I just went around the back as well, and on these side parts as well here. Like that. So that gives us the kind of basic part. Now what you want to do is we want to actually choose a kind of roof material. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clear my inventory, and I'm going to be doing the main one out of spruce. This one's got oak and then spruce, but the main material. So I'm going to be using spruce, and I'm also going to use cobblestone. So I'm going to do that kind of style, the kind of darker style that I've always done with a couple of them. I'm also going to grab a couple more blocks as well, like glowstone and trapdoors and item frames. And actually also, might as well finish off this saw blade as it's going into the roof. So the first thing we can do is we can just add these extra details on these parts here. So we're just going to go around these sections with whatever your trim colour is. So if you're building the one over there, it's got oak wood, and then the trim colour is the kind of spruce. So you use spruce wood on these. That's just to make these kind of arches. Like this. So I've got these here. Like that. So that gives us these kind of basic arches. Then grab your kind of main colour and just bring these on the roof. Just lay these on top. And if you've done any of my kind of medieval tutorials, you'll know how to do this really easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed up the video of just doing the kind of basic part. And when you've done that, then grab your trim colour and go on the bottom part as well, like this, and also on the sides. Make your way up, and upside down one here, down, down, and they go around the sides. Like that, and going up again, upside down one here, here, and here and here. And then with this kind of styled one, what I did is I had more Nordic style, because I kind of took my inspiration from Skyrim. It kind of makes sense to make it a kind of Nordic style one. So we've got those. And we can do as well on these kind of beams, just go up and switch out for your trim colour. Same on this side as well, like that. And of course on the other side, do exactly the same. Like that. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to do some of the more detail on the actual kind of the mill. So just on these corner pieces, what I've done is I've just cut out and put in glowstone. So this is a nice place to hide lighting, because you're going to be putting trapdoors on. You don't have to put the glowstone in there at all, but this is what I do to actually hide kind of secret lighting in most of my kind of builds. So this time on this one, we're going to just put them in here. And then this one I won't put one on at all, but actually I could still put in a trapdoor on that point. Yeah, I'll put in a trapdoor on that point there. Let's do the same on the other side here. Cut out this one and put in my lighting. And we can't do one there. We can do one here though. Let's put that one in there, and also on this point here. Put in your lighting like that. Next what we're going to do is we're going to put in some lighting at the top and also extend these iron bars to the top as well. So we need whatever the roof kind of style you've made out of. What we're going to do is we're just going to fill this top part in with those planks. And then what we can do is if we grab our stairs, we're just going to do the upside down stairs now on this part. You can, if you want to, continue the trim part on the inside. I don't think it makes any difference at all because nobody hardly ever looks at the roofs of the interior of buildings, but it's kind of up to you, and then that gives it that kind of style. So now let's bring up these iron bars here, so bring them up to the top and just until it connects into the roof like that. And now what we can do is we can actually alternate where we put in the lighting. So I usually leave a block and then have lighting, do it every other one, and then you can see it'll be either side of this thing here. So I think my other one I actually did it the other way around on the other one there. So there we go. So then we've got more lighting in there, which looks kind of cool. We've got this kind of saw bit here. So the other kind of detail that I did on mine, which I'm still not 100% sure about, is these item frames. So it's just a different kind of idea how to do things. You can also use your buttons. So I'll show you how to do it with buttons. It'll be in the same place, but you can put in your item frames on these parts like this, and also I put them up on those. Or what I actually do prefer is these buttons, just placing your buttons down on these points here. And on the 5s you'll have 2, and on the 3 you'll just have 1, so you have them on the bottom parts as well. This is top parts like this, so you can go around the build with that. And that'll give you that kind of style, which looks pretty cool, and I've already seen that I've missed a couple like that, so that'll give you that style for that one. Or you can of course use the item frames which give you this style, which I used in the decorators. So the only other kind of bits you can really add to this, we just grab our slabs and also some sort of log, maybe they're cutting down oak wood, and use something to kind of hold down them as well. So you have your logs kind of coming into this part, so I'll put in a couple of logs here maybe. Let's go make 2 there, and I'll have some. Whoop, there we go. That's actually coming off here, maybe to here, and I just used some oak wood planks to kind of make it look like it's supposed to fall in a certain place, if that makes sense. And then this area here is really good. I had mine actually on a hill, as you can see here, that's actually a hill. If you got it like this one, which is on a flat, you can then just kind of put down some logs. And what I'll do is I'll just make quite a big log pile here. And once you've got a kind of a log pile, then I just use rails going up and down. I'm probably going to switch this in a texture pack to something like rope. And you can get them on the other ones as well, and work your way down like this. And also on this ramp as well, I've put down a couple of them. So I think this ramp isn't big enough, or it might have been here. This will be for this ramp. Yes, and then just went across like this possibly, and I think this one you can actually put decent sized one in, so we'll just put in this one here and just put ramps over like that. So that's pretty much it for the actual the water powered sawmill. It's pretty simple kind of design, and you can see that it's kind of modular as well. You can keep on moving it on or expand it or whatever. The small one does look quite nice. I think this one, if I was going to use this one, I'd actually have to extend this section to have a 4, so this bit kind of looks longer than this bit. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this tutorial on how to build a medieval water-powered sawmill. If you have, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.